Hi, and welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games. Today, I'm going to share with you my most wanted games for 2024 July edition. So let's hop into it and I'll share my screen. So the first game I'm sharing today that I want to get is from Compass Games. It's called Victory at Sea. It's the original 1992 edition, and it's like down at the bottom of their release schedule. So I'm hoping sometime this year it'll get released. But right now it's on a pay later schedule for $38. And let's see, here's the back of the box. It's a solo game. Well, it's actually 1 to 2 players. Suitability for solitaire is high, complexity is low. Looks like it's got a 16.25 inch by 24-inch mounted map, 2 counter sheets that are 1-inch counters, 1 counter sheet that's 9/16 inches, 2 player aid cards, an initial setup display, a rule booklet, and 13 6-sided die. So you can see the map here. Some of the tokens, the HMS Eagle, the Washington, the Bismarck, the Andrea Doria. And then here's some counters. So a bunch of HMS Rodney, the Nelson. So you get, British, US ships. Then you have Italian ships, German ships, of course. So anyway, this looks like a lot of fun. So that's one of my games. Then from Legion Board Games, I have a bunch on this list that I really would like to get. The first one I really want to get is Air Raid Pearl Harbor. See if I can get into it. There it is. This one is looks like a lot of fun. It's on sale right now. It's a CPO price of $60, and you have Battleship Row here. You've got your attacks coming in over the island, and so this all takes place, December 7th, 1941, and you just have to minimize the damage as best you can. So that game. Then there's 3 games that are coming out: Rolling Thunder, Forgotten Sideshow, and Thunder Chief. Now, Rolling Thunder and Thunder Chief are both Vietnam set games. Uh, I'm an aviation nut, so I love anything aviation. And then A Forgotten Sideshow is about the battle over Guadalcanal for the Henderson Airfield. So all 3 of those are their recent CPO editions. Not sure when they're going to be released exactly. A game that I'd like to get is a reprint of this Picket Duty, where you have to battle the Japanese kamikaze planes and torpedoes, bombing attacks, and fight them off with your ship. It's very hard to win, I've heard, but looks like a lot of fun. So that's it for Legion War Games. And I'm going to leave links for all these games, or I can leave the pages for the websites on here, and that way you can quickly link to them. My next one is by Worthington Publishing. There's one that the main one that I'm really interested in is this Boots on the Ground Deluxe. This just went off Kickstarter, but I think you can still back it. But it's a modern day warfare, and it looks like a lot of fun. I guess the original version came out, I want to say, in 2010, and this is like an updated version. Um, let's see. So it looks like you can still back this project. And then let's see if I can get some pictures here. So this is, it's urban warfare. And you can play this solo, you can play it co-op, or you can play it two-player head-to-head, and even three-player. So there's a lot of options available in this. Yeah, it says originally released in 2010 with a paper map and one sheet of counters. So this is going to have a hard-mounted game board, updated box art, updated rules, new mission options, 2 sheets of rounded counters with new counters and updated poker style cards with new art. Here's some more. Here's some pictures of the counters. Here's some of the cards here. Predator, Drone, and Blackhawk, RPG. Then you have some of the updated counters here. Here's some of the new counters. There's a how to play, reviews. So I'll drop a link to this on the website, or I mean on the bottom of this. And then along with that game, the other game that looks interesting to me is this, find it, this Franklin 1864. It's on sale for $66 right now. You're refighting the Battle of Spring Hill and Franklin in Hood's Tennessee campaign in 1864. It's playing times 2 hours and 1 to 2 player. Nice map, artwork. There's Franklin. Now, the thing, and some nice counter artwork here. The thing that I am kind of intimidated by these kind of games because it just seems overwhelming by the amount of counters some of these games have and the setup. So that's kind of intimidating to me, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? Have you guys played any Civil War games? What are your favorites? So this comes with a hard mounted map, double-sided, 3 counter sheets that are 3/4 inch counters, 2 full color double-sided player aids, 2 10-sided die, 2 sets of full color series game rules, 2 full color playbooks with scenarios, historical commentary, and designer notes, and a counter tray. So that one looks fun. What else do I have here? Okay, from Historic Wings and Thomas Van Hare, Octung Yabo. It's going to be coming out really soon. He's almost done with this. He has Daniel Niemi and Thomas Van Hare did some playthrough videos. So if you haven't checked those out, I recommend you going to Daniel Niemi's channel, and I can drop a link to it in this video. But he does a really good job of explaining the each step of the scenarios and each step of the standard operating procedures. So this is the cover. These are some of the counters. Some are being reworked. This is the patrol map. So you start here in your morning patrol. You go 1 through 6, and then the afternoon patrol is A through F. So it goes around this way, and then X and Y are your main targets. And then this is a target map, and you put the target counters here. You have flak that you have to deal with. So these are little flak bursts, and this flak burst here can affect these 2 planes. So it's you kind of have to space out your planes to limit the damage. You don't want them all in a group, or one flak hit can take out, a group of airplanes. So that's that game. So yeah, check out Daniel Niemi's videos. He's done a really great job with those. Next game is DVG from DVG Games, Mustang Leader. There's some new artwork that's been released today. The aircraft cards, event card, target card, and then these are the pilot cards. And then let's see if I can find some other artwork on here. There's more. Let me see. Yeah, here's a medium target card. Here's one of the campaign sheets. But this will be a lot of fun. Chuck Siegert, he does a great job with his games. And he adds wrinkles, new things to the Leader series. So this is on my to get list. So I can't wait for that one. That's by DVG Games. Again, that's Mustang Leader. The next one is by Vincent Cooper, Guadalcanal, and that one is nearing completion. So this is some of the artwork. The artwork is really, really nice. And so it's part of the Valiant Defense. So, Pavlov's House, Landsworth Ridge, Castle Itter, that whole series. Those are great games. And I heard that, Vincent Cooper did an outstanding job, from playtesters that have played it, that the rule book is done really well. And he's done a great job. He's going to be coming on the channel here pretty soon, around the time that his Kickstarter goes off. So can't wait to talk to him about his new games. He's got this one, and then he's also got one in the pipeline called Field Commander Lee, which is in the series. There's Field Commander Napoleon and Field Commander Nimitz. So this is supposed to be a really good game. Also heard great things about it. All right, next Decision Games. RAF Battle of Britain. It's kind of costly. It's $140, but it looks really nice, and I've heard good things about it so far. Let's see if I can get some better pictures here. Oh, kind of hard to see. But I believe this is the remake of the game. I have the old version of the John Butterfield, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but anyway, it's gotten, nice updates to it. Here's some of the counters. Hurricane Spitfire. Player aids. Some of the cards. So that game looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to get that. Next game is from Osprey Games, and it's called War Story, Occupied France, by David Thompson, who does excellent work. He's and also it's also Dave Neal, and David Thompson together. He does great work. All his games have turned out really well. This is like SOE agents in France, helping out, the Allies and defeat the Germans. And, they snuck in weapons and things like that. The agents, different types of agents. So it looks like a lot of fun. And some of the components look really neat. Like there's like some top secret envelopes, and things like that make it look cool. So that'll be a fun game. My next game is by Gudkarma Games. It's coming along. It's called Pacific Flyboys. I've talked about this game before. Here's some artwork that he's done. And I've read the rules. It looks like it's going to be a fun game. He also has a solitaire component that you can run it as a solitaire. Um, I have a copy of it on the way to me, so I will feature it on my channel, show you guys what it looks like. And I look forward to this. I think it's going to be a fun game. It's carrier battles on the Pacific. The scenario I saw was Coral Sea, where you're out hunting for the carrier, the Japanese carrier, and it looks like a lot of fun. There's torpedoes, bombs, you have air combat. So that looks like a lot of fun. I think he's done a great job with it, and he's still working on it. Flying Pig Games. So there's one game that I really looks good to me is this 85 Afghanistan Graveyard of Empires. That one really looks interesting. Let's see if I can get into it. Okay, there we go. So you can see some of the components here. Mi-24 Hind. You got a T-55 tank. I'm sure, terrain is going to be a huge, huge issue in this game. But there's some videos here. And like I said, I'll drop links to all these. But right now it's $100. And that one looks like a lot of fun. It's also coming on the back of 65, This Alone in the Jungle. Or no, that's the expansion. I'm sorry, but there's 65, the Vietnam game. And this is like a second game of theirs. Revolution Games. Revolution Games, they're coming out with Berlin. I'm not sure the exact title, but it's going to be, along the lines of the Stalingrad advance to the Volga and Manila, Savage Streets of 1945. So it's going to be that same system, and that looks like that'll be a lot of fun because both the games are great. Unfortunately, they did not get nominated this year for awards, and I feel that they should have been, at least one of them. Okay, so that Lock and Load Publishing, JU-87 Stuka Ace. Now this game looks like a lot of fun. It had 62,888 pledged for it with 565 backers. I don't know. Let's see if you can still back it. Yeah, I guess you can still back it. So I'm going to need to do that. It's $85. But it looks really fun. I saw a playthrough of this, I want to say last year by Zilla Blitz, and looks like a lot of fun. And there's the Storm of Steel by Joe Fernandez that came out. That was fun. And this looks along the same lines but different because it's not squadron based, it's individual base. And you're trying to become an ace. But let's see. Okay, here's an outline. Manufacturing, it's in so it's in July to August of 2024. It looks like it's going to be in transit to Lock and Load Publishing. August to September looks like it's going to have the pledge fulfillment and delivery. So we'll have to keep an eye on this page, see if it comes out. Here's the playthrough I was talking about. Look at. Here's the mission 1 by Zilla Blitz, and I'll drop a link to this page. Yep, that's all I have. So let me know if you guys have backed any of these, if you guys are going to get any of these, other games that you played in any of the series, and just drop a comment. I like to hear from you guys, and tell me what you guys think of my list, and let me know of games that I didn't speak of, that maybe I didn't see or hear about, and I'll definitely check them out. So thank you for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.